Hi guys, I hope everybody can hear me. Go ahead and let me know if you can hear me. Put a Y in the chat box. It sounds like for some reason my webinar system did not send a notification today to let everybody know about the webinar. So there's just a few of us on, few very savvy people who found the link from last week and realized they could get in that way. If you can hear me, put a Y in the chat box. We're going to do a really quick, I got to enable the chat box before you can let me know. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Can you guys actually type in there? It's picking up from last week's chat. Something's not right here tonight. We're having technical difficulties. Can you guys hear me? Veronica? Ross? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, cool. Well, we're just going to get started. We're going to make this a quick training tonight before I get on the river. I'm a mess. I've been cooking and preparing. We have a 7-day whitewater rafting trip that we do every single year. And we look forward to it all year because it's the one opportunity where we all get on a boat together as a family with no cell phones, no internet, no outside distractions, just this beautiful world that God created and us on some whitewater rivers and having just a blast. So we leave tomorrow over Independence, celebrating, you know, I think that's kind of ironic. I was thinking about it today, like just a little bit. We're going to talk about hashtags and keywords, how to use them on your social media tonight, but I want to share a little story. I was thinking about Independence Day and how hard we work every single day, whether it's our job, our network marketing business, anything, our passions, taking care of our kids. We work so hard every single day for the desire, you know, to be independent, to be who we are, to be able to do what we want with who we want, when we want to do it. And, you know, at the job, a lot of times I spent a lot of times, you're too sweet, Veronica, feeling not independent at all. Feeling like, okay, just got out of high school, just got out of college, where I had to show up at class, had to ask to use the bathroom, had to ask, you know, to make sure that I was back after lunch. And then as soon as I get out into the workforce, guess what happens? We're doing the same thing, aren't we? We're asking to use the bathroom. We've got our 15-minute break, and maybe if we're lucky, a half-an-hour break at lunch. We're rushing through rush hour traffic. We're rushing back home to try and get dinner done and help the kids with homework. And it's like just craziness. And I adore every single parent out there who's working those 40, 50, 60-hour work weeks, because I don't know how they do it. I don't know how anybody finds time in their life rushing like that to really sit back and enjoy and take a breath. So as Independence Day approaches, what does independence mean to you? If you had to define being truly independent, what would it mean to you? Financially independent, physically independent, spiritually, emotionally, your life? Would you be driving through rush hour traffic? Would you have to have a job? Would you travel the world? What does independence truly mean to you? Because I really think in my heart, that's what that why is. That's why we do what we do every single day. And for Jack and I, we built a network marketing business previous to Yavo, part-time for 3 years. And we were both extremely busy business owners. So for those busy people out there, understand that a lot of them, no matter how busy they are open to network marketing because of the fact that it may someday provide them a little bit more time freedom. And that really is what Jack and I were looking for. You see, he was busy with his tree care business. I was busy with our family restaurant. He was struggling with some health issues too. But ultimately, what attracted us most about network marketing in this industry is having 100 or having 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 110% of our own, which is what was happening when we were self-employed. Is we really had just created a job for ourselves, but it was, instead of that 40-hour work week, it was 24/7 sometimes, just to make ends meet and different, people to deal with and things like that. So just food for thought as we approach Independence Day. What is it that people are truly looking for? And I really feel like they're looking for independence. They're looking for a way out. Physically, they're looking for a way to prevent having to take all the meds that they may be on, to really live a life without the limitations of disease that they may be struggling with, or to prevent those diseases. That's independence. Financially, we all know they're looking for not having to worry about paying their bills every month. They're looking for more money at the end of the month. And people are willing to work that extra few hours a week for however long it takes, if they believe that they can truly achieve that. So it's our job as distributors, as brand ambassadors of YEVO, but also as business partners with each other, to help each other achieve that independence, to help each other achieve that time freedom and those extra finances in our lives. So tonight I wanted to talk about, really quickly, if you guys have questions at all, please feel free to ask. But we're going to cover, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, because we are going to cover hashtags and keywords. How many of you guys use hashtags and keywords just kind of frivolously? You don't really fully comprehend what they are. Because guess what, guys? You can really reach out to a niche group of people using hashtags. So a lot of people I see, on Facebook, because that's where most people spend their time, they're hashtagging just like any weird group of words together. Today, it's Monday, so maybe it's Motivation Monday. I know that's trending on Twitter right now. But maybe they're just like hashtagging, like my grandma turned 95 yesterday, and we had a beautiful birthday party for her, and family flew in from everywhere, and it was so much fun. But maybe I post something about my grandma being 95, and I might hashtag 95 and still alive. That was kind of our birthday mantra yesterday. But why would I, hashtag 95 and still alive? It's like kind of just for fun. It's not certainly to try and attract business in any way, shape, or form. But that truly is what hashtags were created for. And they were first used on Twitter. And now they've they gained a little momentum, and they're kind of gone viral, and teenagers are using them on everything. Everybody's using them on everything, without fully comprehending the fact that they were initially created for marketing. Procter & Gamble and big companies like that use have you ever had maybe like the Super Bowl? I mean, my goodness, ESPN, everything's all about hashtag this and hashtag that. And they use it now for marketing to get their videos and their entertainment and all of those things to go viral. Okay, so groups of people use their hashtags, and it goes viral. Super Bowl 2015, whatever, are some different examples. And what that does is all those people who hashtag those certain words, you can actually find them and target them, because they have that specific interest. So I'm going to show you some examples of how to use hashtags, but let's just go with the Super Bowl example at first. I myself am not one of those Super Bowl targets. They're not going to get to me because I don't really watch football very much. I only watch it because I have a house full of boys, and they make me sit down for 10 minutes every now and then and watch it. But my attention span, I have too many things to do to sit down and watch a whole football game. So but if I were a football fan, obviously, because I'm a football fan, they can have commercials, and they can do all these different marketing things and say hashtag Super Bowl 2015, hashtag, whatever team's in the Super Bowl. And they can start gaining attraction, and they can actually keep track of who's hashtagging that and drive traffic to different pages because you hashtag Super Bowl 2015. So it's like almost a way of not only marketing, but keeping track of your target niche market and following those people back and advertising specifically to them. So it's pretty cool. You can do some crazy things with hashtags. So for those of us who maybe I'm going to show you Twitter. Just know this, you can use hashtags on any social media you want, but they're most popular on Twitter, Instagram, and then they're becoming a little more popular on Facebook too, but most popular on Twitter and Instagram. So let's go over here. I'm going to do a screen share with you guys and get on Twitter so you can actually see this in action. I think it's much easier to see it. I was coaching somebody last week and she was like, oh, I finally get what hashtags are all about. I just thought it was for fun. I never could figure out what these things were used for. So let me make sure you can see my Twitter feed here. Okay, good. Ooh, come on. Sorry guys, hold on a second. I can see what you're typing, Ross. Sorry, I just read your... Can you guys see what's on my camera? Can you see my Twitter feed right here? Should see a picture over here. It says me and my amigos, DannyWalker.com. Are you guys seeing that? There's a Land Rover video going here on Twitter. Hold on a minute, I'm going to make sure. Okay. Hopefully you guys are seeing my Twitter feed now. It says I'm screen sharing, so I'm going to trust the webinar platform. And we're going to go through, we're going to spend about the next 5 minutes on hashtags, and then we're going to be done. I'm going to wish you all a very beautiful and wonderful 4th of July, and keep cooking and getting prepared for our river trip. So, is nothing showing still? Okay, let's see. Can you see my screen, guys? It says that I'm screen sharing, presenting to everybody. You should be seeing my Twitter feed. Ross, can you text me and let me know if you're actually seeing my Twitter feed here on the screen? Because obviously, if you can't see this, what good is it going to do you, right? So I'll just give it another minute, let Ross get back to me, make sure that you're seeing my screen here. I know there's a little bit of lag time. Okay, guys, I hope you're seeing my screen. I'm not getting any feedback here. Can you guys tell me if you're seeing my Twitter feed or not? Okay, sounds like my screen is frozen. Why is that happening?